Hey there, welcome back to Veronica's Music Vault. Today, episode 15, we are talking about my one and only CD by Bangles. Sometimes they're called The Bangles. This time they're called Bangles, which is why they're under B. So I've got this one here, which is Everything, which is their third album and contains, to me, one of their biggest hits. That's good. Eternal Flame. Nearly had a brain failure then. Very tired and whatever. Um, Eternal Flame. Absolutely love that song whenever I hear it. When I was going through their Wikipedia, because I don't know much about this band other than when I was young and that song came out, I always loved that song. Very beautiful pop sort of rocky song. And so I love that song. So yeah, as I was going back through it, I came across a few other songs of theirs, which I do know, but I don't have any of their other albums. I picked that one up secondhand from the Glenbrook record CD fair that they have on every other holiday, like long weekends and whatever. And normally, if I'm down that way, I'll go in and I'll pick up a few CDs for like $2 to $5 each, which is really good. And this is how I've been getting a lot of these greatest hits CDs. Or in this case, this is not actually a greatest hits CD. This is an album. I have added their greatest hits album to my wish list because that way it covers a few of the other songs. I do also like their song Hazy Shade of Winter and Manic Monday as well. And also there's Walk Like an Egyptian, which is a fun song. Anyway, enough about what I don't have. The whole idea of this is to talk about what I do have. I'll fill you in a little bit from Wikipedia about Bangles, and this will be a very short episode, but hopefully you will learn something. Okay, so Bangles are an all-American pop band formed in LA in 1981. So a few years after I was born, these girls at the time got together and said, hey, let's make a pop band. Singer Susanna Hoffs, who I think I follow on Instagram, can't remember, but she's been doing a few things at the moment. I'm not sure if they're doing a reunion or if they've planned to do a reunion or if they've done one. So as I say, I don't follow them that much. I'm just a lover of some of their songs. It also was featured the sisters Vicky and Debbie Peterson. They formed the group as part of the Paisley underground scene, which started back in the early 80s. Knew nothing about this. And they are basically heavily influenced by 1960s rock and psychedelic music. So that's that sort of jangly sound that you've got coming through the pop sort of rock vibe, which I love that sort of music. So their third album, as I mentioned, is called Everything. And that's the back of it. This one was released in 1988, so I was nearly 10 years old when this came out. I had no intentions of owning this album. As I say, I just loved the song Eternal Flame. In Your Room was the first song released. And they also released Be With You and I'll Set You Free. There's 13 songs on this album. I haven't seen them live. If they were to tour in Australia, at the moment with the price of tourists of bands and singers that are coming back and touring, very expensive. They would have to do a little show that I could get to easily. Now that I live up in the Blue Mountains, my idea of traveling to the city to see a band or a singer that I'm a casual fan of, I will call myself a casual fan of the Bangles. If I ever saw them and was obsessed with them, it would be a different story. But it gets very expensive and it's a lot of traveling to go and see a band or a singer that you're a casual fan of. As I say, not to say that I would never not see them, But anyway. So yeah, that's basically all I've got on them today. Maybe we might revisit Bangles because I might add to this collection. Probably would rather buy the Greatest Hits album than their previous two albums. But anyway, we'll see what happens. If I pick them up somewhere, then, if they're a couple of dollars each, I'd much rather buy an album and listen to their back catalogue than just go and buy a Greatest Hits CD and go, press play, oh, I get to listen to all the hits. Sometimes your favourite songs do end up being the songs on the albums that you've never heard of and you never will. And if you go and see them live, they may just drop that one hit and you're obsessed with them. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this very short episode of Bangles, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.